I got to give it to Biz. Biz turned me on to Mike and Dave parties.
Okay.
You know, I used to go to Mike and I actually the first Mike and Dave party I ever went to was on this campus. Way back in the day.
That's when they used to do it big here.
Way back in the day.
Yeah.
I can remember a couple of parties. TWC did a party here years ago. A crew out of Long Island, Westbury, I did a party. I was down with them, and I've been on this campus before, so it's almost like a homecoming to be able to come out here and rock for Stony Brook. You know what I mean? It's a big look for me because I've been here before. I danced in here with chicks before. You know? I rock mics in here before.
That was in the old gymnasium.
Yeah, I've been here before, dog. Stony Brook always had hip hop around it, so I know what's up. You know,
any upcoming projects with Premiere?
Yeah,
shows?
yeah. Well, we just toured last year, October. We came back in October. We did 27 shows in 30 days with the collection tour.
In Europe?
Yeah, it was insane, man.
How'd you like Europe?
I love Europe, man, because
show a lot of love, right?
Yeah, always did. You know, they always did, and I know that it's here too. But you know, these guys in the States got to stop being followers and start picking up their own ideas and running with them. Because when you got cats trying to be the next Drake and be the next Lil Wayne and all that, it's like cats are so you know, it's so funny. Guys have MCs' voice tones have actually mimicked auto-tune.
Yeah.
It's like every time you hear a rapper come on and he go, it drives me nuts. It's like, it actually, they've used auto-tune so much that their voice has actually started to sound like that. So there's no individuality. Back where we come from, and I'm not beating them up about it, I just would love to see cats kind of develop their own sound, you know what I mean, and not try to do, you know, stop shooting that radio, because the bottom line is, these records don't have no life. They don't last long. Just make it raw for the streets and build your own following. You got all the avenues in the world with Twitters and Facebooks and all that to be individual, and you got a better look than we had. I did it the hard way.
Yeah, two turntables and a mic.
Yeah, and not only that,
now all this technology.
Yeah, and not only that,
stations before you even.
You had to stand outside the records, a radio station with your records. You're driving from city to city trying to get into battles, and it's like wasn't no texting and all of that, man. Like the brick phone ain't
in the rain at labels.
Yeah, I mean, so and I don't want to sound like somebody saying, "Oh, I used to walk 10 miles to school." Like, you know, that ain't what it is.
Didn't have the technology that we have
yeah,
today.
the technology gives you a more avenue to be able to reach more people. With these computers, this is a window to the world, so you can, you know, you don't have to be like everybody else. You got to still find your voice. I mean, if I played you some records right now and say, "Who's this?" I can play you 10 records back to back, and you'll know exactly who they are as soon as I put it on, just by hearing their voice. So nowadays, you don't hear that. It's just it's just a big copycat show, and I want to try to influence these guys and females as well. I think we need more female MCs in the game. You know, just
talk about it.
You know, come back into the mic and start rocking.
There used to be a bunch of dope female MCs, and it's just they got
isolated by radio, dog. They got isolated by marketing and
by commercial radio.
Yeah, you got isolated, and I get it.
Corporate takeovers.
You know, the one thing that there is for every MC is an underground market, and you have to just be willing to go there. You know, it ain't fancy, and it's dark, but it's what you make it.
Exactly. You know? It's the experience, and at least, you know, you're getting on the air and you're getting the fans that actually love hip-hop.
No doubt. It's 2:03 in the AM here at WUSB 90.1 FM. You're listening to Stony Brook, New York. Battle Zone Radio. Now we're legal.
The hip hop campus.
Yes. Mob Radio. All my mobsters out there. Shout to everybody out there that's following on Twitter and everybody on Facebook and all those places that we reach out to you and ask that you support all these MCs. Your favorite MC, hit them up wherever you can reach them at. You have access to guys now. Just reach them, hit them up, tell them what you want to hear them do. You know, that connection should be used in a better way. You know what I mean? Cats feel like they can always give you their opinion when it's bad, or they give you a big up, but they don't never say, "Yo, man, I would love to see you do songs with this person or that person." You know, create ideas in MC's minds that can keep them alive. You know.
Real quickly, I want to thank you once again for coming out.
No doubt.
You know, met you at the Hip Hop Honors. Team Fearless. Shout out to Devastating Tito.
Yes, sir.
Boy, man.
And I spoke to you, and you was like, "Yo, I never used my phone, but when I called, you picked up, and I want to thank you for coming on out." One quick thing, I didn't know you were into acting as well.
Yeah, man, I did a few movie spots. I actually got a movie. I'm working on a movie called A Concrete Jungle right now, man. It's actually a lead role. It's really real deal, man. It's serious, and I've been you know, rehearsing and doing my little acting classes on the low, and just to tighten up my, because it's a bigger level. It's some pretty good.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
I mean, you know.
I actually happened to watch the movie Philadelphia.
Oh, word. Yeah, that was.
And
Word
I'm
is
looking at
bond.
the credits, and I said, "Oh,
Yeah.
Freddie Foxx is in that."
Really?
Word.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
It was quick.
I didn't know that.
That was actually shorter than Who's the Man.
That's okay. That's okay.
That was early in the game. That was early in the game when I was on Flavor Unit. I got that quick little role, and it was a marketing thing, I believe. But it was cool. I met Denzel Washington and got a chance to kick it with him, and you know, get some pointers on some things, and it was cool. You know, it was real cool. You know, so
All the learning
acting.
process.
You know, I don't think people should limit themselves to just, don't put yourself in a box. I don't think people should put themselves in a box. Some dudes say, yo, I'm a rapper, that's all I am. And then when you realize down the road, you know, other people have a better look than you at the time, you got to, you know, number one, especially if you're not your own individual, you'll get lost in a sea of cats that have popped up all of a sudden that just happen to be passing past you, and you have to find other avenues to stay current and relevant, or whatever you
It
want to
happens
call
a
it.
lot.
Oh, sure.
happens a lot.
Everybody can, you know, just jump on and say, oh, I'm a DJ or I'm an MC, and then you never know. They may come up with that one record because people see that as the new hustle, you know what I mean?